First tonight, the view from above. Drone aid flying over this morning's big train derailment in Kalamazoo. It has been an all-day effort to clean this up, and we're learning tonight the crews may be on that scene until the morning hours to fix things.
Here's where it happened. About 15 cars fell off the tracks alongside Porter Street between Kalamazoo Avenue and Willard Street. Right now, investigators don't know what caused it.
We do have team coverage for you tonight. Evan Dean with a closer look at the impact the derailment had on people and businesses in that area. But let's start with Brady Gillum with more on the ongoing effort to clear the wreckage. Brady.
Well, Brian, Sue, good evening. City Manager Jim Ritzema telling us just within the last hour that it may take until tomorrow morning to clean up this mess behind me. A train derailment in the heart of Kalamazoo causing headaches the day before the 4th of July.
Saw a train tipping over, man. Like about 15 cars. I come around the corner of the building and I heard a big thud, like they hit the brakes. And there was another louder one. I went to back in my parking spot, and when I looked in the rearview mirror, that car was tipping over.
Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety Chief Carrie Thomas says nobody was hurt and there were no hazardous materials on board the train. Still, the derailment caused some excitement for those who saw it.
I think the first one probably tipped over here, and then it worked both directions.
Crews were hopeful they would get the train cleaned up today. Manager Jim Ritzema says that will have to wait until tomorrow morning.
The only real property damage is a building. One of the cars fell into a building. Fortunately, there was no one inside the building at the time.
So we want to get it cleared up. So the 4th of July holiday is a very busy time for our officers. And so having this many officers out when we get a lot of calls for service over this holiday is going to be challenging for us. So the sooner we can clear this up, the better we are.
Both Thomas and Ritzema say this kind of derailment may be the first for Kalamazoo.
In the last 20 years, I don't recall us having a situation like this.
Yeah, we were talking about it maybe in the 20s, but since then, no one can remember something like this happening.
Now, we've been watching crews clean up this train for the last, all afternoon, and they're making quite good progress. But again, this mess won't be cleaned up until tomorrow morning. Reporting live in Kalamazoo, Brady Gillum, 24-hour News 8.
All right. Thank you, Brady.
This derailment is still impacting traffic in that area. The only closure still in place is Kalamazoo Avenue between Porter and Harrison Streets. If you're coming in from the east, you'll need to take the yellow route. Harrison to Ransom to Pitcher is similar if you're coming from the north off Gull Road. That's the blue route. From the west, you can just take Michigan Avenue around the whole scene.
Now we want to get to 24-hour News 8's Evan Dean. He's on the other side of the tracks with a closer look at the impact this derailment had on local businesses. Evan.
Brian, good evening. No doubt a major traffic impact here, but at the heart of this intersection and the heart of this derailment are several area businesses, many of which have been forced to shut down until they get all this cleaned up. It's been quite a sight today in Kalamazoo. Train cars sprawling sideways near the heart of downtown. All day long, drawing onlookers from the ground. And from above, perhaps the best view.
Kind of like the Wild Wild West here, in Kalamazoo.
The owner of Old Dog Tavern took us up to his roof to show us the scene. Police caution tape has blocked off his business since morning, forcing him to shut things down. This would have turned over a little closer to your building.
Yeah, we would have had an issue, we would have been calling the adjuster.
You're feeling pretty fortunate.
Oh, yeah, we're lucky.
Across the street and also stuck behind safety tape is Ferguson Plumbing. The manager here got word of what happened just before 7 this morning.
First thing is like, oh my gosh, I hope nobody was underneath the train in a car. And
fortunately, no one was. In fact, no one hurt at all. The most damage here to the business's bottom line. Technically, they stayed open, but with road closed signs nearby, the store missed out big time.
Well, you got about 20 billable days a month, so if you lose one, do the math. I mean, we just got to work a little harder the next day, I guess.
That's right. Now, you can't see it very well. The train's blocking it, but right behind us is the well-known Bell's Brewery. The cafe there was also forced to close all day today after this train derailed. But you know what? The local businesses, they say that they're incredibly grateful for the quick response from police. Emergency crews got on scene and secured the scene in short order, making sure that no one got too close and that no one got hurt. Reporting live in Kalamazoo tonight, Evan Dean, 24-hour News 8.